Hello friends, my name is Amasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic that how to boost the morale of a team. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in team building and management of a projects. So let's just start, friend. First of all, I will request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. So friend, how seriously do your company's leaders take employee morale? If it's not a priority, your organization may be at a disadvantage. Numerous studies have shown that positive work cultures are more productive than those that are not. So, promote work life balance among employees. The co founder and CEO of mattress review site The Slumber Yard says that he and his co founder both come from the investment banking world where late nights at work were commonplace. However, for our company, he says, we feared the late nights would burn out our employees and eventually make them resent us. When one employee resigned because of what Ross suspected was burnout, he says we knew we had to make a change or else other people would likely starting leaving as well. After an IT audit, he and his partner discovered that their employees were working well into the after hours. In response, they made a new rule: no work emails before between 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. If we see emails traffic during the off time, my business partner and I will simply talk to the individual the next day and just remind them of the rule, says Ross, who adds that while it's a rare, it's usually a positive conversation. We say something along the lines of how we appreciate their commitment and work ethic, but we want them to enjoy their evenings. He points out that although they appreciate the hard work, high turnover is costly for business. It takes time, money, and resources to train up new employees. Ross says when our employees go home at night, we want them to spend time with their families, partake in outside activities, and just recharge their jets. He has since noticed that his employees seem more energized and upbeat in the mornings, leading him to believe that boosting employee morale increase productivity in the long run. Invest in trust building. According to a Slack study on the future of work, 80% of workers want to know more about how decisions are made in their organization, and 87% want their future company to be transparent. And employee morale can only reach a certain level without trust in leadership. After all, employees are not likely to communicate or contribute if they don't feel safe expressing themselves honestly at work. That's why at the authentication and authorization platform, managers are coached in offering actionable feedback and recognition. Feedback should never be so generic that the person who receives it has no idea what they should do with it. Okay. Auth Zero partnered with Life Labs Learning to train its managers to be effective leaders while practicing radical transparency. That means no one in the company would purposely withhold information that he or she knew was important to someone else. If you ask, you will get an answer. Then go beyond, my door is always open. The thing that works best in my experience is actually getting to the front lines and talking to employees, says Marissa Ledinda, an independent human resource consultant who has worked with Fortune 500 companies like Amazon. Stay interviews are a great way to start, she says, especially in companies that have already built trust with their employees. For stay interviews, Ledinda offer often starts with what keeps you here, and if you had a magic, what would you change? She says that Change employees crave are often inexpensive and achievable, like more engaged and effective leadership or the ability to have an impact and a voice. Give teammates a chance to interact outside the office. The financial services company Acuity has received positive reviews on Glassdoor from employees about the opportunities it provides for team members to get to know one another. These interactions come in the form of picnics, lunchtime events, monthly happy hours where family and friends are invited. These fun events get people together and get them away from their desk so they can interact with each other, not just in a professional way but to get people involved on a more personal level. Support employee initiative. Um, PwC began its Be Well, Work Well Health initiative in part because its employees were doing it on their own. Our people know they need to be healthier, so that kind of stuff started happening in the offices. Um, okay, then don't ignore the power of small gestures. Whether it's sort like Bluetooth speakers to promote a continuing education video or a pre Thanksgiving uh, event, says Acuity also likes to surprise its employees with something small that lets employees know we are thinking of you, we appreciate your value. So, friend, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you, friends.